Good morning to you. I'm just waiting for people to come up before I commence. I'm only waiting. It's a breakfast immigration enquiries. So line is open straight away on 0208 309 8808 0208 309 8808. We will take it all the way to 10 o'clock. We will take it now all the way to 10 o'clock. So it's going to be from now till 10 o'clock. Good morning to you, and thank you for coming on one by one. Thank you for joining us. Even though you might be holding British passport, you might have European passport, the way you are coming up to come and listen and give it to your friend, you are helping others. Today is the most kindest day. Today is the kindest day that you can do somebody a favor. The only way to do that person a favor is to share this and let them know that there is somebody who can still assist them in terms of giving advice in a truthful way. I am not giving a sermon. I am a lawyer. I am not giving a sermon. I'm a lawyer. So today is the World Day Kindest Day. World Kindest Day. Today is the World Day Kindest Day. So if you're very kind to your friend and family, this is a way for you to show your kindness to them by sharing it on your wall, by sending my details to them, by WhatsApping it to them. Send WhatsApp to them. Today is the most kindest day, World Kindest Day. So the only way you can be kind to people in this kind of arena is to show that there is somebody who can assist them in their serious problem, in the problem they have put themselves or someone else have put them into. It doesn't necessarily have to be you that need the legal advice. It is not always us that need it, but our friends and families that are close, they need it, excuse me. So you have to spread it. You have to give it to them, and that's the only way you can give it back today. Today is the World Kindest Day. What have you done? How have you been? How have you been helping people? So this is the only way. That person that is after waiting they do here. If you listen, you will know what we are doing. Just follow us on. There is no need to ask questions. When I join people incidentally on their line by opening up and join them, and somebody share it, I saw it on newsfeed. I don't talk. I listen to them, I follow them on, then I make common sense from it. If it doesn't make sense to me, I come out straight away. So you don't go on wall that you don't understand what they are doing. When you are on someone else's wall, you are in somebody else's house. That's why I don't go to people's wall, because I'm not interested in the rack. I only come on people's wall to go and see what the person is talking about, if it makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to me, I will never watch your video. That's the thing. I will never, because I don't have time to watch something that doesn't make sense. So that's why. So if you come on like this, you listen first and see if it's useful. If it's not, then go out. Go out completely. There is no need to start talking back. I don't appreciate insult. I want to encourage everyone coming on. Good morning to you. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. We're live right now not in the studio. I'm so used to my studio. And on the Facebook, so the whole world is listening, the whole world can hear us. Please, those that doesn't understand Yoruba, I want to know how many of you do not understand Yoruba. So you put it out here now. Just show that I am not Yoruba. Show yourself now, because I want to know the statistics of those who are listening, the language that listening, whether it's Yoruba that is higher or whether that it is non-Yoruba. From experience, I know it is the Yorubas that are higher on this line. And what I've been doing in the past, as I started almost 10 years back, is to encourage Yoruba speakers. So that's what I've been doing. It is not about phonetics English. It is about encouraging my language, Yoruba. But if I have people who can demonstrate from other language, from non-Yoruba, with respect, then I'll have to tone it and combine things together. So if you're not a Yoruba person and you don't speak Yoruba, you don't understand, can you show I am not here? Just show yourself that I am not a Yoruba speaker. Yeah. Good morning to you. When you are coming on, please show that you are not a Yoruba, so I can appreciate you. I can know that I have you online. Majority of those who listen to me, 90% are Yorubas. But if I can have you here competing with that language straight away, I will tune it and I will purport it from now henceforth to make sure that you understand what we are saying. But you have to show now. You have to show yourself up now. You will like the page. You will also show that you are not a Yoruba speaker. So you need to like the page so that you can have it and then you can see things. And then you show yourself that you are not a Yoruba. I am not Yoruba. Please show yourself. Thank you, that person. Show yourself. I am not Yoruba. You need to show. If you can't show yourself that you are not Yoruba, please don't come online to come and say speak Yoruba or speak broken, or speak English or speak broken. It's not acceptable. I see it as an insult. So please, now is the opportunity for you to show that you are Yoruba. You are not a Yoruba speaker, so that I can accommodate. This is a chance for you. This is the arena. You need to show now. You need to show that you are not a Yoruba speaker, so that I can understand and I can accommodate. Good morning as you are coming on one by one. Good morning. It's a legal talk. Legal talk. Talking about the issues facing Nigerian in the diaspora on immigration matter. What is the problem? What are the problems? And how can we combat these issues? How many Nigerians do we even have in the diaspora that are still struggling to have status? Do not be ashamed to come out and ask questions. There is nothing to be shameful for. You have traveled all the way to over 6,000 miles on here, over 40,000 feet to come online. So there is no need for you to be ashamed of anything. You understand? So you will come online and you will come and ask questions that is pertaining to your immigration problem. That is the only way out. Good morning, my dear. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I love you all for coming on one by one. Good morning. It's a early breakfast, so it's an opportunity for you to listen to get what you want now. It's an early breakfast. Good morning. You need to show now that you are not Yoruba. As you are coming online, I'm saying it now. Please let people know that you are not a Yoruba speaker so that we can accommodate. The only way out is to show to people that you are not a Yoruba speaker so we can accommodate now. Because if I finish and I'm reading back, I'm reviewing, and I'm looking at comments, I'm going to ban you straight away, and I don't want to ban people on my line. It's an educative line, so I want people to enjoy it. It is not anything else but educating. So I want to educate on people on how to regularize your status, when to show up your face to the government, to the authority, when not to show up, when to keep your head down and not to put yourself into trouble. I want to show that. I want to assist you, you know. So the only way out in this arena, is for you to show that I am not a Yoruba, so that I can accommodate you. Tó bá kì í ṣe Yoruba, sọ pé ó kì í ṣe Yoruba bí. Tó bá gbọ́n kan tí mò ń sọ, sọ pé ó kì í ṣe Yoruba, màá mú ẹ. Tó bá kì í ṣe Yoruba, indicate it now pé ó kì í ṣe Yoruba. Please, I want to know what I can do to get papers. You have to tell me your history. So you have to call on 0208 309 8808. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ire òní mà. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ jàre, ṣé jàre, káàárọ̀ as you are coming on. If you are not Yoruba, indicate that I am not a Yoruba speaker. There is no problem in that. Nigerian is not for one language or one tribe or one ethnic. It's vast majority. So, but I need to accommodate. I have started this program many years back for Yoruba speakers. So I don't want to deviate. I don't want to deviate carelessly. So you will need to show to me that Ekaroma, I am not a Yoruba person. You will say Ekaroma, I'm not a Yoruba person. I'm only joking. Just say I'm not a Yoruba speaker. It's 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. It's a serious line. You know, it's a line that you can easily gain and be educated on this forum. This forum is different. You know, thank you, Jared. It's Man United. Ìkàrọ̀ as you are coming on. Ọlọ́run nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín. Ìkàrọ̀, thank you. I appreciate you for coming on. You know. It's an 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. We are talking about how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom so that you don't fall foul. We are talking of the issues facing the Nigerian and the diaspora with regards to making application to the United Kingdom officers in the UK. We are also talking about what you can face when you want to submit application outside Nigeria, outside UK to come in. Talking about like, yeah, hello. Emma Carol. Okay, go on. Any problem pẹ̀lú àwọn immigration? Okay.
So, I want to be our sign. Our lunch upon. It's our law. Enjoy a more shape on our sign on document. So, I think by more one law. So, if we can get that application. So because we get one important to get ready.
A book appointment later on after 10 o'clock. This line will be available for secretary to control, but at the moment I'm controlling it to the public now. I mean, it's already line mobile you, so you have to come to the office and we discuss one-to-one. Yes, I'm in a public glare. Everyone is listening to me. The Secretary of State, the entourage, the government authorities, everybody all over the world is listening. So that is why when we are on Facebook, we have to purport ourselves because the whole world is watching. So you have to control, you have to know what to say and what not to say. So me only sorrow. Thank you. Yeah, bye. So one thing people need to understand, when you are on social media like this, you will think you can only see the wall, the corner of your wall. The whole world is watching, and it's the more reason why you have to purport yourself, you have to behave yourself, you have to caution what you say. There is a way to control what we say in the public arena. Even if you are angry, there is always a way to purport it. When you are in the public glare, there is always a way to purport yourself so that you don't talk out of rubbish.
Hello, ma.
Yes, Carol.
Carol, ma. Mama, program every time that you are.
Okay.
To get papers, money on maybe 6 and 5.
Okay.
But that's a plenty not multi-1B. So, can the application was it about 7 or can do the 10 years, or how else can I go about it now? No, me take the one. Motivate one dear to pay on my
so you are known to the government. Any time come for advice.
Okay, ma.
Yeah, book appointment, come for consultation. So you're on the record.
I won't refuse it because
it doesn't matter whether they refuse it or not. Record. So any time can worry me.
Okay, ma.
A book appointment lórí the same line time pay but after 10 o'clock.
Okay, after 10 o'clock.
Secretary will have control of it, but not now because I'm on control anything.
Okay, ma. All right, ma. Okay, ma.
All right, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, bye. We're talking about what can be done to regularize your status in the UK. I'm saying it now. If you don't understand Yoruba, indicate now on this line. I want to know how many people are on this line that doesn't speak Yoruba. Ìyẹn ló máa jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ láti purport the language. In terms of government, they don't have problem. Government will have someone to interpret what I'm saying. But what is crucial now is that I want the Nigerian and the diaspora to benefit from this brain of mine. It's on 0208, the number you are asking now, 0208 309 8808 0208 309 8808. Gbígba ìwé ìgbèlú là ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀yẹ méjì ò kì í jàṣà. Tókunbọ̀ Lágbáyé ní orúkọ ti tèmi. Ògbónágbòǹgbò tó ń dátọ́ lẹ́nu immigration lèmi. Ògbónágbòǹgbò agbẹjọ́rò tó ń dá itọ́ lẹ́nu immigration law. So whatever your problem can be or may be, contact my office, book appointment, come and see me on consultation. I am not a legal aid lawyer. I am not a free lawyer. I am not a cheap lawyer, but I am a moderate lawyer. I am not a legal aid lawyer. I am a private lawyer. So I will charge, but I charge reasonably. Consultation is only £50. You cannot see me without paying consultation because I pay bills. Good morning to you. Tókunbọ̀ Lágbáyé here now. Hello. There is no time. So if you call, you have to wait and allow the system to pass you through. The system will trigger and give you to me. So when you call, you have to wait. O gbọ́dọ̀ ní sùúrù. Sùúrù lèyàn fi ń ṣe ilé ayé. Ẹni tó ní sùúrù kì í ṣọ̀dẹ̀. Bá pè wọlé, wàá dúró kí system yẹn pass ẹ sí mi ni. Kò ń ṣe dandan with system. The system will have to take you and pass you on to me. Machine ló máa pass ẹ on sí mi. So wàá dúró ni. You wait and you are on queue. It's 0208-309-8808. Kí ni problem tí Nigeria face ní diaspora? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan? Torí kí ni àwọn èèyàn ṣe ní problem ìwé ìgbélú? Pàápàá jùlọ níjẹta àti àná, àwọn èèyàn kan sọ nǹkan fún mi. Mo fẹ́ béèrè pé ṣé lóòótọ́ ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin lọ́kọláya nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé ìgbélú? Is it true that is happening? Tókunbọ̀ Lágbáyé. Good morning to you. Good morning. Just hold on, just hold on a second. Right, sorry about that. Okay, carry on. You have applied. Have you applied?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I'll send biometric I'll send them to biometric like months ago, but I've not got any.
You've done biometric, which is the fingerprints.
Yeah, the fingerprint and everything.
How long ago was this?
This was a month ago.
Right, okay.
I've not got any response.
Okay, let me ask you a few questions because I want others to benefit from this.
Okay.
The first question I want to ask you,
Yeah.
you at the time you applied for your indefinite leave to remain, you are sure that you are qualified to apply?
Yeah, because we went through the 10-year rule.
It's what?
We went through the 10-year rule.
So you've got your 2.5 years 4 times.
No, we got it 3 times.
You got it 3 times.
Yeah.
So why did you apply for indefinite leave to remain instead of the 4th one?
Because we were told that's what we're meant to apply for.
Who told you? Anyway, the scenario here is not clear because the law says that 2.5 years has to be applied for 4 times, which is 120 months, before you can then apply for your indefinite leave to remain. If you haven't got formal leave to remain, and you were started with 30 months, which is 2.5 years, you have to do it 4 times. If you do it 3 times and you don't do the 4th one, indefinite leave to remain is impossible. Yeah, but I don't want to say anything much about that unless you are ready to come and see me and talk and discuss it yourself. Now, in terms of the delay you may have inside, the general delay is there. The delay is general. It's a general problem. So I won't worry about that in terms of the delay. But in terms of you applying indefinite leave to remain after 3rd time of 2.5 years, I'm not really confident about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to talk further, please call this number after 10 o'clock, book appointment.
Along the line, we called because a letter was sent that
I-
we should say letter was sent to her, yeah. So when we got the letter, it's just a form, not a letter. So click to like, say whether we still want to be in the UK or why we want to be raised or why we want to be in the UK.
They shouldn't have asked you that question in the first instance. So there is a problem somewhere. Because if you have been renewing your visa and your leave,
They said that's the new rule now. That's the new rule. That's what they do now. It's like June last year.
I have applied for my clients for indefinite leave to remain following their discretionary leave status. And the only thing, they didn't even ask any question other than they are apologizing to me on the delay. They never asked me questions on all my clients that I have applied ILR for this year.
But the way we tried to like ask why that was happening, because we had followed my days, they said all our documents have been sent to Liverpool, where the
I can't, Madam, please. You see, I don't want to. I'm struggling to hear you, and I'm stretching myself. I'm struggling to hear you. I'm stretching myself. So if it's either you speak up louder, but if you don't want people to hear you, then you have to come to office and come and take second opinion from me. I'm not saying you should leave your lawyer, but I'm saying come and take consultation. Because I'm struggling.
Okay, I'll call them. I'm finding out, get an appointment then.
Yeah. There is no need for me to struggle on this because I want to give advice. So people need to speak up so that I can hear. I cannot be stretching myself. That's too painful. I don't want to put myself in any difficult situation when I'm being kind. Don't forget, today is the World Kindness Day. So you have to be kind to somebody next to you. You have to be kind to people. I'm being kind to you. That's why I'm here to give what I have to assist. So if I'm being kind to you, you have to be kind back to me in a normal way. If you can't speak Yoruba, you need to cite it now and let us know that you don't speak Yoruba. Because when I start speaking my Yoruba, do not come online to come and tell me that I don't hear what you are saying, because you're not supposed to hear what I'm saying if you can't show me now that you're online and you don't understand Yoruba. So that's what you need to know. Tokunbo Olagbaye.
Hello, good morning. I want to speak to the madam on the live show.
You are speaking to me now, so you carry on, madam.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, good morning. I want to ask a question, please.
Go on.
I've got discretionary leave to remain. I got the first one in 2011, and the second one, when I put in for the second one in 2014, they wasted a year before it came out, so I got it in 2015. But my lawyer advised that once it's 6 years, that we could apply for the indefinite leave to remain, which is completed 6 years in this past March. So I want to know if I could apply for the indefinite leave to remain now, or wait till the one they give to me, which is supposed to expire next year. So I just want to know if it's possible to apply for the indefinite leave to remain.
Let's get this right now. Let's get this right. I like to get things right. You have your 3 years twice.
Yes, I'm on the second one. The second one is going to run out next year, but they wasted a year before they answered me for the second one.
Let me tell you one thing. You were granted a discretionary leave.
Yes.
That means that they pity you. They have pity on you.
Yes.
That means they are being kind. They are nice.
Yes.
So which means when somebody gives you something out of gesture, out of being nice to you, you have to take it with both hands and say thank you.
Yes.
So my advice to you, not your lawyer's advice, is to wait until you complete the second 3 years.
Okay.
And apply for your indefinite leave to remain. Because if anything goes wrong now, who are you going to take responsible for it?
Okay.
They're not going to grant it because you have not completed the basis of granting that status to you.
No, the 6 years is completed in March.
No, it has not completed on the status. Forget about the missing period. You need to look at the stamp.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Please follow the stamp. Don't follow the delay inside. You're not going to have argument on that unless the caseworker said you can apply earlier, a year earlier. If the caseworker does not indicate it on the paperwork and say you can apply earlier, don't attempt it. You're going to waste 1,800 and something pound, excluding the lawyer's fees. Why would you waste that money? So please, there is no difference in what you are having now and to wait for another 1 year. It's equal. Half bread is better than none.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yeah. The question is, when they refuse you and your lawyer told you you had a genuine case and said he will send it back to Home Office for review, is there anything called review? Almost 3 years now, still telling me it's still on review. Please, enlighten me. Now, the only way to enlighten you is to know what type of application went in first. So can you call in now on 0208 309 8808? 0208 309 8808. You need to phone in now and let me know the fact of that case. I will not be able to advise when I don't have the full facts, so I don't give wrong advice. The lawyer can tell you any jack he wants to tell you. I want to know the fact of it. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Tokunbo Olagbaye here.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. I just want to ask you some question, ma.
Okay, go on.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, mommy.
Yeah, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Yes, ma. Nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé mo ní ọmọ ọkùnrin kan. Ó máa pé 9 ní ọ̀la. But ní 2009, àwọn ará tí wọ́n wá sílé.
Okay.
Wọ́n bá mi nílé.
Mm-hmm.
So wọ́n ní àwọn ìlẹ́gà ń gbé ilé ìrànkọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So mo sọ orúkọ ìlú ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní kí n wá mi ò lọ. Mo wá mú fúkú òbí tí mo wà. But ọmọ yẹn ti ó máa pé 9 lọ́la ń sìn. So mo fẹ́ ní sùn kò pé 10. Kó ń gba tiẹ̀. So kí wá wà ní ọ̀ndà ẹ̀.
Exactly.
Ṣé wọn ò ní sọ kankan pé wọ́n ní kí n wá mi ò lọ mà?
Ìgbà wọn ti ní kẹ́ ẹ wá.
2009 tọ́mú mi yẹn.
Àwòsìkò táìmù ti lọ lórí ẹ̀ náà, so ètò ilé ìtẹ̀ ṣe ń já yẹn ó late láti máa jáyà.
Okay, ma.
Okay.
Okay, ṣé pé kò wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn?
I wouldn't necessarily want to say that because public mo wà. 2009 náà ti ní kẹ́ máa wá sign on tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ and it's almost 8 years ti gorí ẹ̀. So why tẹ wá ń ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń béèrè question lórí ẹ̀ nísìnyí?
Okay, ma.
Yeah?
Ẹ ṣé, ma.
Okay. Don't forget that I'm in a public glare. Don't forget that I am in a public glare. So which means that there are some questions that will not be reasonable to ask me. There are some questions that will not be reasonable to ask me because I am in a public glare. Tokunbo Olagbaye. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you.
Morning. I have one or two questions I want to ask lawyer.
Okay, go on.
Sorry?
Go on, I'm here.
Okay, good. Yeah, morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Carry on.
Yes, ma'am. When I came to the country, 2005, I came with a student visa. When I wanted to renew, I used a lawyer that helped me with some documents. Unfortunately, the documents I used were not genuine. So they turned down the application because they said documents are fake. So they couldn't verify them. So they gave us an appeal for us to reappeal again. So when we appealed, it was declined again. So in 2009, I couldn't do anything. I would just hide it because the lawyer said I should just go and hide somewhere for a very long time. So 2013, I had some friend. I said, okay, I should go and do the BIO with somebody, which I paid them to do that one. After a while, the person that I used.
We're still on the same matter. If you want to call in on how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom, I see níbẹ̀ like that. See, tó bá wà ńbẹ̀, béèrè. béèrè ṣùgbọ́n ìbéèrè tó ní làákàyè tó mú ọgbọ́n wá, béèrè tí kò ní ba iṣẹ́ jẹ́ mọ́ ẹni tó ní iṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́, béèrè tó ní làákàyè tó ní stand tó ní ground. If you're just coming on and you are joining us, we're talking about what to do and how to go about it in terms of putting in an application to the Secretary of State for the United Kingdom Border Agency to regularize your status in the UK, or what you can do when you want to come into UK to come and visit us. There are some rules and regulations you have to abide with when you are coming to UK. So you need to take advice. People ask me questions about my office number. My office number in Lagos is on 0813-456-6319. 0813-456-6319. That's the office number in Lagos. It's 0. Tokunbo Lagbaye.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I thought you were online this morning. I don't know if you're still online.
I am.
Okay. Mommy, God will bless you, but there's a question I need to ask you, ma'am. I've got, I live with my woman, and she's pregnant for me. She's from this country, she's English, and she's like 8.5 months pregnant for me. But the problem now is that I don't know what document I should get ready when I'm ready to come to your office and all that.
I cannot give you list of documents here because they are quite large. So you need to come for advice. I need to take consultation. You need to come on consultation. I need to check with you what are what that both of you have done together in the past, things that will make your application go in successfully. If there is no need to, the fact that a woman has a child for you doesn't mean your application would be successful. So you have to come in for advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of your programs that I watched, you do mention about DNA test or something. Is that important as well?
I mentioned what?
Like one of your programs, you do mention DNA test or something like that.
If the child is yours, you should prepare your mind that you will do that because they might ask for it.
Okay.
In this day and age of application now, they are asking similar things, so they might ask for it.
Very much. I'll come and see you.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye there. If you are just joining us, we are talking about what to do, how to go about it in terms of submitting an application either to the entry clearance officers overseas or to the case workers in the United Kingdom, to the Home Office in the United Kingdom. What can be done? You need to be aware of that. Tokunbo Lagbaye. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, ma'am. Sorry, I'm watching your live program. I just have a question to ask.
Okay, go on.
My mom is over 65, and I'm just wondering what.
Your mom is what?
She's over 65. I'm a British citizen. So I'm just wondering how to go about applying for her to join us in.
Where is your mom?
At the moment, she's in the UK at the moment, but she's been coming on visiting.
She's in the United Kingdom.
Yes. On visiting visa.
You know she's not allowed to remain after visiting you. You know she's supposed to go back and make proper application from abroad as your dependent relative. Yes.
So there's no ground to apply here.
There's no ground to apply inside. You're just going to frustrate the poor woman.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, the question the gentleman just asked is that he has his mom here on a visit visa, and he want to apply to regularize his mom's visa while in the UK as a visitor. That is not possible. The rules does not say that they can stay behind anymore. In the olden days, they used to find the loophole is there, but this time around, it has now become so much complicated and difficult to do. So the mom would need to go back to the country of origin and reapply as a dependent of her son to come to the United Kingdom. There are rules and regulations to follow. There are do's and don'ts underneath. So it's not that pretty straightforward. Tókunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé.
Káàárọ̀ máa wọ.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Babátúndé ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ find out nǹkan kan ni màá.
Go on.
Okay. Mo wà lórí 6 years old. So mo apply fún ILR nígbà tí 2 years old mi tán ní December. But up till now the only thing tí mo rí gbà ní biometric letter pé kí n lọ sí post office kí n lọ ṣe biometric and up till láti January wọ́n ti ṣe yẹn. And one time form come back on time form biometric in breaking field regarding if I have more information to give. Lórí reason tí mo ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní.
Wọ́n ní kẹ́ fíìlì fọ́ọ̀mù láti béèrè reason tí ẹ tẹ́ ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ wà nílùú.
Other than the reason tí mo show sínú form tí mo fill.
Touch wood mi ò tí gbà fáwọn client mi o because èèyàn kan ti béèrè question yẹn nísìnyí náà. You've got your 3 years twice, isn't it? Basis that ṣe fún yín 3 years yẹn basis yẹn ò tí change. The reason why you were granted those 3 years, those reasons are still available. They haven't changed. They are still there. So you should be okay now. What Shetimon consider if you respond, you have to be in control. You have to be in charge of what your lawyer is going to write back to them so that they don't mess you, so that he or she doesn't mess you up.
Okay.
You have to be in charge. And when I say in charge, you really need to say, listen, they have granted me on this basis, and you should now remind them that the reason why they have granted me haven't changed. One return form, yeah? Oh, okay. Because tó pé wọ́n béèrè fún ẹ̀ tó pé wọ́n béèrè enquiry àbí. But ṣe English test they submit life in the UK test. What about English test? Ṣe English test.
No, I ṣe English test.
Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín? You were applying for indefinite leave to remain, isn't it? Ṣe ní first degree tẹ́lẹ̀ ní UK.
No, that's in Nigeria.
So you're supposed to do English test. It has been around for longer than necessary. English test and life in the UK test supposed to go in together when you are applying for indefinite leave to remain. It's been around for long now. The rules are there and they are clear. English test and life in the UK test must go in together. But I don't know why they asked me a question. I don't have an answer to that. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, bye. Please, my daughter has a British passport and I have 2 years visa with no recourse to public funds. Yeah, so what's your question? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The whole idea of coming to UK is to find a life, to get jobs, to be in employment, to have your liberty, to have your freedom, to work and earn and buy things you love for yourself that you cannot afford to buy when you were in Nigeria, isn't it? So I'm a very strict player when it comes to the issue of welfare benefits. I do not agree unless there is absolutely necessary for someone to draw money from the public funds. If there is no need, I won't agree with you. If you're a single parent and you are struggling, that's a different matter. But you have to do it properly. If you have not worked before and you are claiming benefit, how do you do it? How are you going to get it done? And you are not a citizen. So there are some rules that you have to check and make sure that you don't step on rules. If it says no recourse to public funds, you cannot breach it unless you tell them to remove the conditions. You know. Tókunbọ̀ Ọlágbáyé.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọlé ní last year May. Mo ní ọmọ British méjì. Ọkọ mi ń lo indefinite leave to remain. So last year November, wọ́n send document send more documents bills ọkọ mi àti tèmi pé àjọ ń gbé gbèdé ṣe send passport or she said the certificate of one of the friend was at the bank as well as go anything that's
delay what? I wouldn't necessarily want to worry now, but it's good that you are asking question on that. There's a bit of delay for the past. I think the delay has now becoming almost 8-9 months problem now, because my clients have some applications in as well that we're still waiting, and they met the requirement at the time of submission for renewal for extension. But delay, there's a bit of delay inside, so I won't worry now. Yeah. Okay. All right, dear. Okay. Yeah, bye. We are talking on what to do and how to go about in terms of bringing in family from overseas, from non-European country. We have to get it right to make sure that our application is not becoming a nuisance application, getting refused all the time. Somebody told me that she has made application to bring a child in yesterday, and they have refused 4 times or 5 times because it's not done properly. Because it's not done, and you cannot be using those tout lawyers in Nigeria because they don't know what they are doing. They are local. There are many lawyers in Nigeria that are local, are tout, are not even regulated. The Nigerian Bar Association is not checking at all. They're not putting checks on the practice in Nigeria, so everybody do what they like. In fact, not even lawyers, ordinary people in the streets of Lagos will take your application and say they can do it. When you get to the visa section in Lagos, you'll be shocked to see those small girls and boys that have not even finished having complete teeth, persuading people to come and make application with them. They have their laptop there, and just draw up the form. There's no letter to assist, there's no representation, and they want to submit the application for you. How can you do that when you come from England? How can you stood so low to instruct inexperienced person? When you come from Western world, when you come from an exposure world, you are in exposure world, you are in a world, Western world. So when it comes to doing things, those of us that are in the Western world should be able to educate those that are in Nigeria. We have to enlighten them, we have to elaborate and tell them that, listen, this is the way it's done, that's not the way it's done. That's the purpose of coming to the Western world, to be exposed. If you're coming here, you have to be exposed and take it back there and go and show people that you are different. You can't just instruct somebody on the local level who does not even qualify, who does not even know what he or she is doing at the gate of the visa office there. It's an insult. Hello? So when it comes to instructing, you just need to have somebody that that they can put their head up in the society and instruct them, so that they will give you advice on the highest level. Then you will know whether you want to follow it or not, or you want to wait. But I will not even support you when you are instructing somebody because of cheap advice or cheap representation at the gate of where is this office called in Lagos. It's not good. You need to get through it to the bottom of it. Otherwise, you are wasting the money on the government money. Every time you put money, you submit application, you are wasting money. What's the point of wasting money? Because you want to bring child in. Why don't you pay the money once and for all, get proper advice and get it done properly? Tokunbo Olagbaye.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, please, I want to find something, please. I go 5 years, 2 years, twice, 2.5 years, twice now. For and I've got 2 children, and what's it called? Where I was living like 12 years ago, they now sent in a council tax letter. I don't know, and I'm putting in another application by September. So I don't know if it's going to affect it now.
Say that again.
I was sent a letter by from the council that I'm paying the council tax.
Mm-hmm.
That has been like for 12 years, where I lived 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to affect my new application down.
You've done what? You've done what? Say it again. You said you've done what?
I said I'm putting
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I'm paying a council tax.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's going to affect my application or not.
So you have submitted for a renewal.
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. What type of application are you taking in?
I'm under my for child 2.5.
So you have done 2.5 years twice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So and I'm reading another one for September.
That's the third one you are doing.
The third one, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was sent a letter that I'm paying a council tax of £800 for my previous place where I was living 12 years ago.
Okay.
So I want to know if it's going to affect my new application or not.
So you are owing a council tax, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to arrange with them and start paying them back. If not, you never know what can block you. If I were you, I would make arrangements now so that it will reflect that you are now paying.
Okay.
Yes, because you never know what can block your renewal.
All right.
Yes, I would advise that you should make arrangements quickly as you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, yeah, thank you. Yeah, bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
The truth is bitter, but it has to be spoken. So that person that is putting crap on my wall, I've already deleted it because there was no need for you to come and address that with me here. I am saying what I know. I am telling the truth, and I don't care what you're thinking of. That's your problem. So if you have somebody else there, that's you and them problem. My problem is that I want to focus on my work here, and I don't want distraction. Thank you for your advice, Mr. Whatever you call yourself. But it has been deleted already because I don't want my client to see your jacks. You understand? So the issue here is that I want to focus. I don't want to be distracted. Tokumbo Olagbayi.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Calling for advice. I'm due to my definite leave in December.
Okay.
And I had a driving offense last year, July.
Okay.
Where do I go from here?
You have what?
Hello?
What do you say you have? Driving offense?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. But I don't think that should cut you. What type of offense would that be? I know it's driving, but how serious?
Driving over the limit of the motorway.
They're supposed to find you alone.
Yeah, they took me to court actually. They asked me to guilty or not guilty, and I did, and they found.
They asked you to do what? They asked you to do what, sir? I can't hear you.
To plead guilty or not guilty online.
Okay.
Give me 6 points and a £350 fine.
Yeah. Please, you have to declare it on your application. Don't tell lies, please. You cannot hide it. Please declare it on your application and face the music once and for all. But I don't think it will affect you.
Okay.
But if you don't declare it, you might put yourself into trouble.
Okay.
Yes, please. Okay, so you have to tell whoever is doing the application with you and say, listen, there is a section they mention them there. Said yes and tell them exactly that is over speeding.
Okay.
Nobody will fail your application if you meet all the requirements just because you overspeed.
Okay.
Please, but you have to declare it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, bye. The truth is bitter, but sometimes when it's spoken, you will be relieved. You will be relieved and be happy. The whole idea is that honesty is the swagger. The rest, I don't care. This is my world. This is my life. This is what I do for a living. I want to enjoy it. I don't want any problem. I want to give good advice on the highest. I want to be able to put my head out in society. I don't care what people think about me. All I care about is that I'm enjoying my work. I'm enjoying my legal profession because I've been through a lot to qualify as a solicitor in this country. I have served people. I have served my time. I have paid my dues. You cannot get to a place without serving. You have to serve. You have to be obedient. You have to be humble. You have to be respectful. You have to serve before you get to where you are going. If you don't serve, you cannot get people to serve you. No matter how you want to jump the ladder, you want to become somebody overnight, you'll be wasting your time. You got to serve. That is the curriculum. You have to serve. O gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́gà. Tó o bá lọ́gà tó ń check nǹkan pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹlẹ́nu ni. Wàá tó padà wàá tún ṣe ni. Tokunbo Olagbayi.
Morning, ma.
Good morning to you.
Ma,
Ma, my question is, I'm watching your live program now. I don't know if you've ended, ma.
No, I'm still on.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, my question is, my daughter, she's got British passport,
Okay.
but I'm on the 2.5 years visa. So
Okay.
somebody said to me,
Okay.
if I can apply for child tax credit and the child benefit for her, if I'm entitled to apply for her or somebody else.
But you have 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And it says no recourse to public funds.
Yeah, on my own visa.
On your own. But your daughter is underage.
Yeah, she's got British passport.
I think you should be checking with the welfare benefit office first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should check before you do anything so that it doesn't affect you.
Okay, ma.
Yeah, that's my advice.
All right.
Yeah. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Bye. It is very important that you check with the department in control of what you want to do before you put yourself out there. It is so important. Because if you don't check with the department and you just stick your head out, you might be experiencing some problems. You know, especially when it says no recourse to public funds. You cannot just take it. You have to check, make sure you qualify to do so. You know, you really have to check. The line is available now. You have to keep trying, you know. Tokunbo Olagbaye.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, are you still on live, man?
I am.
Yeah, okay. I just want to ask you a question, please.
Yeah, go.
My son is 7 now, for me, I've got deported before and I came back, so I just want to know if I can make an application, please.
You've got what?
Yeah, I said I've got deported before and now I'm back to the United Kingdom. So
You have been deported once.
Yes, please.
And you are back into the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Wow, bravo.
And now my son is 7 years old.
Bravo. I think you need some advice before you put anything out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if I can answer some questions online. You know, I want to see if I can help to answer some written questions out there. I want to see if I can answer questions out there. Ma, I've been trying to get through to you. Is abortive? Is there anything called review when they refuse your opinion? I just answer questions that you need to call me so I can know. Tokunbo Olagbaye.
Hello, ẹ káàárọ̀ ma.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ma, mo fẹ́ béèrè question méjì kan ni ma.
Okay.
Okay ma. Mo ní ọdún 5 lọ́wọ́ mi báyìí.
Okay.
Ẹni tí a jọ ṣe ìgbéyàwó. Ẹ ló ṣe ń gbọ́ ma.
Mo gbọ́ yín. Ẹ̀yin ní kẹ́ ẹ lọ àtọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn díẹ̀. Ẹ lọ àtọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn díẹ̀.
Okay, mo ti rí ẹ̀ náà. Ẹni tí a jọ ṣe ìyàwó papọ̀. Ó jẹ́ kí n má bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìtúkà mi ní anytime for now. But ẹni tí a jọ ṣe ìyàwó papọ̀, ariwo ìyá.
If you have issues that is too long for me to deal with, you need to call office and book appointment on 0208 309 8808 0208 309 8808 0208 309 8808. You understand? 0208 309 8808. You know, you need to call and get your advice on the highest. I want to answer question. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Mrs. Tokunbo Olagbaye.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Joe, money question from the February, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Hello.
Go on, sir, go on.
Okay, ma'am. Hey, Joe, ma'am. Money ìyá ọmọ kan ní Nàìjíríà ni màá, but ó ti di application kan wọlé rí tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n dẹ̀ ban ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
But ọmọ ẹ̀ yẹn ó wà lórí 5 years because èmi ní indefinite, so mo gba 5 years fún ọmọ ẹ̀. Wá wò pé báàgì ó wà lórí ìyá ẹ̀ yẹn ṣé ó possible tí àbá invite kí wọ́n dẹ̀ overlook ẹ̀ kí wọ́n fún wa.
Ìyá ẹ̀ wà lórí ban àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
That means wọ́n ti lo document kan tó yẹ kán fi gbéwèé wọlé kán fi submit tí ò right nìyẹn, isn't it? Exactly. 10 years ni ban, but it can be reduced on a family, on Article 8 family life. It's a 10-year ban, but it can be reduced, provided the application that you have been doing in the past have been going in smoothly, especially when the child came in. You mentioned that the mother is still in his life, because tẹ́ bá sọ pé kò sí ìyá ẹ̀ mọ́, tẹ́ wá fẹ́ lò nísìnyí, you are going to be facing some headache. You know. So that's just the case here.
Okay. Your number in Nigeria, Emma. So about from a contact office.
0813
Okay,
456-6319. Mo ti pin yẹn, but mo fẹ́ gbé kó lórí pin nísìnyí. Mo fẹ́ pin yẹn office number ní London. But at the moment, if you look on here now, it's pin. Òun ló wà lóní pin nísìnyí. 0813 456-6319.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Okay. If one put in for indefinite leave to remain, do we need English test and life in the UK? You do. You do. You have to have your English test. Yes, you do. You know, you need the English test and life in the UK. Good morning to you as you are coming on. We're going to be finishing at 10 o'clock. So you can ask your question now. But yes, if you are submitted for indefinite leave to remain, madam, you need English test and life in the UK so that they don't refuse you. Good morning. Please, how long does court give a date to appear in court on one appeal? There is a delay at the moment, and it's now running to 18 months backlogs. So there is a delay at the moment, so there is no specific time now. You will get your date, but if you have been on for some time, I think you should be telling your lawyer to put something in for you as quickly as possible. Tokunbo Olagbaye. Hello. When you call, you have to purport yourself so that it doesn't distract others who are listening. I'll ban you from my line. I'm not trashing anybody, so mind your tongue. I don't have your time. We're still on the same matter, how to regularize your status. Do you understand? We're still on the same matter, how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. If you want to know what to do and how to go about it, there is always a way to go about it. Hello dear, good morning to you.
Morning. I wanted to find out mo need the ìrànlọ́wọ́ yín ma.
Okay.
Mo ẹni tí mò ń fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọmọ ìlú EU ni.
Okay.
So ńgbà tá gbé wọlé bá ṣe gbéyàwó tán wọ́n dá padà mo ní àwọn òṣù ọ̀bọ̀yá nǹkan kan tá a ṣe bí àtọ̀tọ̀ ni.
Okay.
Àti wá gbé wọlé again wọ́n ṣe reject náà.
Okay.
So kò pẹ́ lẹ́nu ọdún méjì èmi àti fall apart ó pa lọ sí ìlú wọn. Mo wá ń gbẹ kó padà wá sí ìgbà kó ba lè help mi láti gbé wọlé ṣùgbọ́n kò gbà mọ́ olóhùn wà mú pé òun fẹ́ kúrò. So láti ìgbà yẹn ó wá ti fi mí sí ṣẹ́gun ìmọ̀kan tí máa ṣe lórí ẹ̀.
Nobody can distract me. Forget about that, my dear. Don't worry. I'm too strong for that. The job that I've been doing before Facebook started. How can somebody who come on Facebook without having a profile picture, having an ID card, having an identity, having an heritage distract me, having a business online? If you don't have better things to do online, it's not Tokunbola by you to be distracted. I'm too big for that. How can I be distracted? Don't worry, my dear. I'm always with an answer all the time. Those who know me know that I don't lack answer, but I don't have time to reply to those who doesn't have better life or who cannot claim my shoes. You know, I don't report. I only report to those who can meet the standard. I don't report to those who can't claim my shoes. I live in Italy. What do I do if I want to come come and live in the UK? You have to come and work and exercise treaty right. Understand? You have to come to work in the UK. That's what you can do. You have to come and work in the UK. The only thing you can do is to come and work in the United Kingdom. When you work in the UK, then you'll be able to exercise your treaty right. That's the only way out. If you don't come and work, you won't be able to you won't be able to exercise treaty right. When we talk of review, you want me to answer this question, please, ma. This is another topic to discuss here. Enlighten us. What is review? Home Office doesn't do review anymore. So it's either you have appeal or you do a pre-action protocol. They don't do a review on a case like this. And when there is a review, when you apply for a child and you are to register and it's refused, you ask them to review. You have to pay online for the review on registration or naturalization of a child or your citizenship in the UK. But on ordinary application, Home Office doesn't do review anymore. So don't fall foul. Tokunbola Agbaye. Hello. If you can't talk, don't bother to call in, because you make yourself look like an idiot. Oh, no, don't worry about that. Oh, definitely, I've already cleared him off my line. I don't have time for him. He was sent by the evils, so and I've returned him back to the evil. So there's no problem about that. The crucial thing is that what can you do to get your status in place to regularize? What I said is that don't give your work to the Nigerian lawyers in Nigeria because they don't understand the jurisdiction on immigration matter. And there are many touts on the gate of visa office. There are touts. They are not lawyers. So I know what I'm talking. There are touts on the gate. So if you are one of the touts that are taking people's money and telling them that you can help them to make application, I think you should stop doing it. That's why you are being pissed off with what I'm saying. You cannot afford to do that. If you are not qualified, you don't come out and start putting people out at the gate of visa office in Lagos and be embarrassing people when they want to go in there and telling them you can do application for them when you are not qualified, when you don't even know what we call immigration law, when you don't even know all the requirements to put in under visitors visa, under family law, under family visiting, under general visit. You don't even know all the requirements. So why would you come out and start taking money from people at the gate in visa office in Lagos? Why should you do that? Why should you go out there and send your staff to go and start embarrassing people and be hijacking people and be pulling their clothes as if they are begging money, begging for money? That's not how to operate. Nobody does that at the Home Office here. So why should they be doing it in Lagos? So you convince me why it is important for you to send people out there to go and be pulling people's clothes, to come and regularize, to come and for you to help them to do their visa application. The visa application that you don't even know what to do. You don't even understand the requirements. You are not even in England. You are not a lawyer in England. So why would you do it in Nigeria? The question I'm asking is clear. You answer me back if you have that gut and confidence to answer it back. You can't do that all the time. You see now, this man said that, this lady said that's what they do all the time. You can't do that. You'll be pulling people's clothes and telling them to come and do application with you. You send people out there, pay them 10,000 naira a month or 20,000 naira to go and to embarrass people at the gate. You can't do that. Everything has to be done in order. Nigeria does not have that orderliness, and that is why they are having problem. Things have to be purposely put in place. They don't do that in England here. Home Office is clean and clear. You don't see people at the gate of entry. You can't see lawyers here in England. Láti lọ máa accuse síta, kó lọ máa embarrass our clients. We don't put clients. Clients locate us by the word of mouth, by what we have done. Clients will know what we are capable to do. So you guys should purport yourself and do the same back there in Nigeria. Ẹ má lọ síta lọ máa embarrass àwọn èèyàn mọ́. What you are doing is not fair. You send your staff out there to start embarrassing people. Come and pull the clothes. Come and pull àwọn èèyàn. And you're thinking you are talking trash. You can't talk trash on my line. You are not even welcome here in the first instance. So who do you think you are? I cannot very be distracted. Forget about that. Thank you, Jari. So like I said earlier on, there is nothing called review unless you are putting an application as a student and they refuse you. But if it's not on that and it's not on registration or naturalization, you cannot do review. Hello? Hello? So you can't do review. Review can be done if you're a student or you're applying for registration or naturalization. That's when you do review. So that question must have been answered by now, isn't it? I'm looking for another question to answer straight away, that's why.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I just want to ask, I don't know if there's a delay. I put an application in November.
Okay.
And I've got I think my biometric came in February.
Okay.
Yeah, I applied for indefinite leave to remain, but I've not heard anything since then.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you put in an application when?
Pardon?
You put in an application when?
In November.
Okay.
Yeah. And my biometric came late. I do my biometric in February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've got a letter. I can go to work.
Mm-hmm. You've put in your biometric here?
Yeah.
In this February?
Ma?
This February you submitted?
This February, yeah.
What is
February, I do my biometric, yeah.
Okay, so what's your question?
Yeah, what I'm calling for is, I don't know the reason why, because I've not heard anything from them, so I don't know what's wrong.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine, don't worry, I won't panic now. For now, I won't panic.
Because my indefinite my lawyer didn't put my life in UK and my English test with it, so I don't know.
And you applied for indefinite leave to remain?
Yes.
Ha!
So I'm married, my husband is EU, I'm married to my husband.
Oh, so you went in, so you went in for permanent residence?
Yeah, no, indefinitely to remain. I've got my 5 years already.
So that is permanent residence you applied for?
Okay.
I think you should be okay.
All right, sir. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, dear, bye. Okay, let's look at another important question there. I want to see. On 2.5 years renewal, do we need to attach bank statement? Thank you, ma'am. Bank statement will show you are working. So yes, you need to put in your bank statement because you are going for renewal. So it means that you have right to work previously. So that right existed and continues. So you need to put it in. Yes, you want to show you are working. You have to put your pay slips with it as well. So yes, my answer is yes. Tokunbola Agbaye.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Can I speak to the lawyer, please?
You're speaking to me. You're speaking to me.
Oh, hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Yes, ma. Yeah, I just want to ask about settlement visa. I'm British. I'm in London with my 2 kids, but my husband is back home in Nigeria. And I want to put in his application so he can come over here. So I just want to know how to go about it, ma.
You have settlement. Are you settled in the UK?
Yeah, I'm British. Yes.
Okay, so you want to bring your husband in from Nigeria.
Yes, ma.
You will need a thorough advice. There is no way I can shed light here for you for everything. But the most important thing is that your husband will be coming to UK under your record as a spouse of a person who is present and settled in the UK. But you need so many things to put in place for you to have a successful application.
Okay, ma.
So
how do I see you?
You will need to book appointment after this or whenever you are ready after 10 o'clock and come and see me.
Okay, so I should call the same number?
Yes, please, after 10 o'clock.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
Okay, ma. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. I don't know whether it's the same person that asked question, but settlement visa is for those people coming to join their partner or father or mother in the UK. Settlement visa is for the person who is coming to join either wife or husband who is present and settled in the UK, or a child coming to join parents or parent in the UK. So that is what those are the people that are entitled to apply for settlement visa. Don't apply for visiting visa when you are coming to see your husband who has British passport, for God's sake. Or when you are coming to meet your wife who has British passport. Please don't apply for visit visa because you are going to mess up the journey in the end, unless you don't have any intention to stay at all, that you just want to come and apply, visit and go back. So you need to demonstrate that that's what you are coming for. Tokunbola Agbaye.
Hello, mommy.
Ma Carol.
Yes, ma. Joma, response in your life online. You sọ pé
Mo ń gbọ́ now.
Okay, ma. Yes, ma. Èèyàn yẹn ó wà ní under EU. Ẹ wá sọ pé permanent resident ni ó apply fún. So mo wà convinced pé permanent resident ṣé ó yàtọ̀ sí ILR. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Permanent residence ni ẹni tó apply under European Union national.
Okay.
Indefinite leave to remain ni ẹni tó go through immigration routes directly.
Okay.
So wọ́n ṣe the same thing.
Okay, ma. So mommy, so ṣé èèyàn tó ní permanent resident yẹn sìn ṣé tún ní ṣì ní láti tún apply for anything which one?
Kò sí ká tó fẹ́ apply fún mọ́jú pé kó gba British passport ẹ̀ náà lọ.
Oh, okay.
But Sherry, they are
permanent resident under EU.
Under EU.
British ni ILR.
Under British in ILR. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay,
you're welcome. Thank you. A lot of people don't get it mixed up, but it's pretty straightforward. Permanent residence comes under the person that has a European passport. Indefinite leave to remain is under immigration law, so it's not under directives. It's not under regulations. It's under immigration rules. So you must have passed through a lot. You must have even paid a lot of money before you get your indefinite leave to remain. European people, they used to do it for free for them. Now they are now paying only £65 for the application. When immigration one, British one, will pay thousands of money. The minimum is 811 for application fee. Okonwa is 1,875, and many higher like that. But European people want some can buy a lójú by into one. They don't pay. They only taking advantage, blocking you European family. So that's how it is. So there's a clear difference between the two. Clear difference. Tokunbola Agbaye. Yeah, Carol.
Ma.
Yeah, how are you?
Yes, ma. Live show, ma.
Mo wa on nisin.
Ah, okay. Only question for you, ma.
Go on.
Okay, mo place at asylum in 2015, ma. So, but mo place asylum mo second interview, second screening, ma.
Okay.
Okay, mo second screening.
Okay.
So, but after second screening, one was failed in the certificate after 3 months, come and get back to me, ma.
Wọ́n ṣe kíni?
Yeah, but me take one up till now, ma.
Ìgbà lẹ ṣe?
At 2015, June 2015, ma. Òun ni mo ti ṣe, ma.
Lẹ ti ṣe kíni yẹn? Lẹ ti claim àbí?
Ni mo ti seek asylum. So, by June, December 2016, ni mo ṣe second screening in the interview, ma.
They will come to you. Don't worry.
Yes, because one send letter after the second screening interview in December. One send letter, we get back like 3 months after.
Not necessary. There is a bit of, let me reassure the public to listen to what, because of the issue on Brexit or no Brexit.
Yes,
application ti lọ papọ̀.
Okay.
There is so much now that has been delayed inside. So my advice is that do not panic. Since there is screen 1, screen 2, it means that you are on record, you are okay.
But sign,
a man sign. Yeah, that's no problem because money record, you know what, and you claim asylum, so that's fine. Who helped you to do the application? Can you help you? Who helped you to make application?
No, lawyer.
Tell that lawyer to request for an update.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That's all you need to do. Just tell your lawyer to do an update here, to write to the Home Office for an update on your case. That's all.
So the make anything for
no, don't do it. Don't do anything. Tell your lawyer to write to them for an update on your file.
Okay.
Don't do anything, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, dear. Bye. How can I apply Nigeria number? I'll just put it out here now. I'm going to put it out again there. It's 1 3 4 5 6 6 3 1 9. Four, 5 6 6 3 1 9. Talking about lágbàáyé.
Hello, ẹ káàárọ̀ ma.
Yeah, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà ma. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ béèrè kankan nípa àpèlè mo ma.
Okay.
Make the application.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Okay. I want to see if I can answer some of the questions here now before I leave. We are so good, ma. All she needs to request from her lawyer is an update. Exactly. Yes, now. It's just an update. There's no need for any hassle. How can I apply for permanent as EU citizen, ma? You just make a blue application. You just apply to them, to the Home Office, and put in evidence that you are exercising treaty rights. You have to be working in the UK before you can apply for that. So once you have you must have residence permit before. You can registration permit before you can have permanent residence. So you can just apply to the Home Office and ask for it. That's not a problem. Mommy, please, do you do free waiver? Thank you, ma. Home Office do free waiver, but you have to qualify. If you don't qualify, you are only going to be using it to buy time. I don't normally do, I don't normally do any work that I think is going to waste time. you know. But if you want to use to buy time, you can do free waiver. That's fine. Tokunbola Bayi. Hello. Me and my wife today struggle at it all. As if there is time to struggle here. So I'm looking at 2.5 years. Someone needs to attach bank statement. Yes, I've answered yes. Yes, you have to. You have to show that you are working. You know, you have to show you are working. You have to show you are working. Let me look at. It's 10 o'clock, so I will not be able to take calls anymore. So if you call now, you have to book your appointment to come to the office. I want to quickly deal with what is at stake here before I leave. Is it possible for Home Office to monitor you on your phone number? I'm not too sure. If they don't have your number, they cannot monitor you. You know, if you have a lawyer, your lawyer should be dealing directly with the Home Office, so you do not have anything to do with them. Your lawyer should be the intermediary between you and the Home Office, please. If you have a lawyer, your lawyer should be doing the headache for you. That's why you paid him or her to work for you. At some stage, we are responsible for your status in the UK. We are responsible once you paid us to do the job. Our job as a middle person between yourself and the Home Office is to intermediate, you know, to make sure that we get what you need for you. So the whole idea is to make sure that we represent you very well in honesty, with integrity. That's the rule one to the core of the profession. Represent clients with integrity. The whole idea is to represent you with integrity. To be able to put our head up in the society and do well, because it's a position of trust when you call yourself a qualified lawyer, not when you are not qualified. So you have to put your head up and represent client with integrity. You represent your client with integrity. Good morning, my dear, but I'm coming off now. I have spent my time. I have spent over my time, you know, so I'm coming off now. I came on to do the enquiries, the breakfast, so that I can reassure people on what is bothering their mind with regards to all the questions they have sent to me, you know. But I have to go off now. I have to go off now. Let me edit this and give address to it as well, you know. I have to unpin it to edit it. Tokunbola Bayi. I will keep that line there so that it doesn't disturb me anymore if you can't talk. I want to. God bless you too, my dear. God bless you. If you have issue on the situation in Nigeria, you have to visit office in Nigeria. But I don't tell people when I will be on ground in Lagos. That can never happen. When I'm there, the people in Lagos will benefit. But I will never tell anyone that I'm traveling out to Nigeria. What for? I can't do that, I'm sorry, because my job doesn't allow me to do so. But you will know when I'm in Lagos. People in Lagos will let you know that I'm around. I'm in Lagos. But when I'm in England, you will know when I'm in England. if I want you to know where I am. But if you have an issue, you can discuss it with me here in England, and then we will find a way to rectify it as well. So it's not a problem. At the end of the day, works done in Nigeria will come back to me in England, because it has to be done in England. But the Lagos office is a correspondence address for people to go there and see me and see my staff, so that they take advice on the highest. So you have nothing to worry about. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you. I want to say bravo to you. Address in Lagos, number 4 Daranijo Street. Lagos, Oba Ikeja, Oba GRA. Ikeja. Yeah, that's the Lagos address, and the phone number is 0813 456 6319. That is the number 4 Daranijo Street, Lagos, Ogba Ikeja, and the phone number is 0813 456 6319. That is the address you have to go to. That is where you have to get your consultation. Consultation is payable in Nigerian currency, and I think it's 30,000 naira. You have to pay consultation, which is less than £50. So when you are ready and you have issues to do with Nigeria coming to the UK on a visit visa, family settlement, European registration permit, everything you want to do, you have to contact the office in Lagos on 0813 456 6319. The address is at number 4 Daranijo Street, Lagos, Ogba GRA. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming on, and I'll be back again when I have things to discuss with you at any time. At any time. There is no time for me, because I'm not pulling crowd. I am giving information that is essential to the public at large, so I don't have to pull crowd. I want to give it to the right people at the right time. When you are pulling crowd unnecessarily, there's no need. My job is quite different. So I'll be back whenever I have something to discuss. I want to appreciate you all. I want to thank you. I want to tell you that you are wonderful, for all of you that are supporting this program. This is a special program on how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. And those who know me very well will have been coming with me from my radio program on Nigeria 101.1 FM, Tokumbo Lagbaye. And the word is Emijo Kinjasha. The swagger is appreciation is my swagger. So I want to thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on. The phone number in the office in England is 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. That's the number in England. The number in Lagos is what I've just put out there now, and I'll pin it up now, so you can see the number in Lagos on 0813 456 6319 is Lagos number. UK number is 0208 309 8808. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you. I want to bless you. Continue to do good. Today is Friday. Thank God. Go and enjoy yourself. Take care, and God bless you. You're wonderful. Thank you. Bye for now.